Welcome everyone to another episode of Dude Check This Out, a podcast where we bring you the best in golf, hilarious stories, viral reels, and all the random stuff that makes life worth it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We are on the race to 100 subscribers. Hoping to get there soon. So let's jump right in.
100.
How you doing, Bootang?
I'm doing good. We missed last week, so
Miss me a little you.
sorry about that, folks. Yeah, I had some traveling. I'm sure we'll get into that a little bit over the weekend. So, just timing and schedules just didn't quite work out. But we're here now.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're still big poopers, big travelers.
You want to talk big poops? I tell you who's pushing logs? My cat.
Oh.
Dude, she took so what I was gone for I think 3 nights, 4 days, something like that. And so the litter box is fine for that long, but like by the time you get back, it's like, okay, this is worse than normal, but it's still acceptable. She had like human-sized turds in there. Like they were large. And she usually makes like some good pebbles and stuff, but that woman was pushing it out. I don't know what's going on.
Dude, it was probably the stress of not having you there, and
Yeah.
she's like holding on to it and then making just monster shits.
Yeah, that's got to be it. That and like so whenever I use the automatic feeder, she just gets dry food, and I notice she always plumps up a little bit when I just give her dry food because it's just more filling or whatever. Yeah, I think that had something to do with it because they were meaty chunks when I was scooping it earlier. I was like,
Was it
damn girl,
stanky?
damn girl, you shit with that ass.
You shit with that ass. Where
But
were you? What were you doing? Let's just jump right
yeah,
into it.
let's just jump into
We're
it.
just
So
chopping it up.
I was chopping it with this girl. So I was at a bachelor party for my future brother-in-law down in Hot Atlanta, and drove down there, which was fun. I'd not taken this car on a full, multi-hour road trip, and it was so comfortable. Like it was just it was a good vibe and automatic steering and driving and stuff, like the highway assist. Like it was basically autopilot for most of it, but yeah, fun travel. There's a prison called Muddy Water Prison, or maybe it's not even Muddy Water. It's something dumber than that, and I'm gonna find it because I had to take a screenshot of it because I was like, this is so dumb. I have to remember this. Big Muddy Correctional Facility.
Wow.
That's a real name.
That's funny.
So that was cool.
Was it
But
from what?
yeah, just trying to educate myself as a what.
As a what?
No, you mentioned a Shane Gillis quote. I actually listened to him and Louis C.K. did like a 4-part series on. They're both like history buffs, and they did a joint podcast of every U.S. president, and they would just like tell stories and like information about them. It was just weirdly fascinating, and it ate up basically my whole drive home, which was really good timing. But yeah, it's a vibe. I like road trips. Do you like road trips?
I do, yeah. I feel like there's a point where it becomes too long of a road trip.
Yeah.
But I definitely agree, and I want you to send me that podcast.
Oh yeah, I will. Yeah.
That sounds real cool. I feel like I haven't really jumped into a podcast recently, obviously other than ours. So
Yeah.
I wanna. It sounds nice.
Yeah, I had to on the way down. It was all Come Town, just like clips from that show.
Right.
And yeah, you forget how it resets your humor a little bit. Like when you listen to certain things for too long, it's like, oh, this isn't within the Overton window of what people find acceptable for the most part. So
Yeah.
But no, I guess stories from the bachelor party. So it was well paced. I must say the people that planned it were super cool group of dudes. And the
Get white
first
girl
night
wasted.
on the last night I did a little bit. Oops. But no, the first day it was pretty chill. Like everybody just kind of got there that evening, hung out at the Airbnb. The Airbnb, by the way, was the home of a rabbi. And so there was a massive, like you go into the main living room and you're like, oh, this is a really big space. And you expect to turn a quarter and see, a huge TV. But no, there's a tiny TV on like the south wall, the small wall. And on the main wall, I don't even know how many feet. It was like 20 feet by like 8 feet tall, massive
What?
bookshelf of just Jewish text. Just the entire wall. It was ridiculous. I've never seen a
What?
bookshelf that big.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Was this like by choice? Like, did they pick this place on
No,
purpose?
I think it just happened to be a good like Airbnb and like
Yeah.
everything kind of worked out on that. But there was like signs everywhere, and growing up in Catholic German mid Missouri, I never really hung out around Jewish people. So I'd not seen like all the artifacts of the
Mm.
religion in a home like that before. And it was a very interesting backdrop to a weekend of debauchery, I guess
Oh.
is the way to put it.
Yeah, it
Uh,
was a nice place to repent your sins from the day out.
yeah, you kind of almost don't feel as bad because it's like, well, God's got me.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
shed it off in this house.
yeah, he's watching. But, no, the second
That's
day we
cool.
did, it was called Andretti's. It was like a arcade, barcade. They
Mm,
had go-karts, but it wasn't like
mm.
kiddie go-karts, it was like fast go-karts, and that
Yes.
shit was fun.
That sounds
Yeah,
incredible.
yeah. That was cool. I haven't done anything like that in a long time, and, I ended up winning. It was like a group of 8 or 9 of us, and it's all based on, like, average times and then also your best lap time, and it
Mm,
weights those. And so we did 2 different races, and I lost the first race by like 0.05, something really minute, and then they averaged the next race and the first race, and so
mm.
my average beat, was number 1, and I was like, it's so fun in those because like, you're just in a flow state and you start to figure out the track, and the carts were fast enough where you could, like, drift, and you could really feel it in the pedals of, like, where the line is of, like, "Okay, I can push it a little bit here, I have to pull back a little bit here." Um, yeah, it was fun. I've not done any kind of racing like that, and I was like, "I think this could be something I'm actually, like, good at and enjoy." It was
That
crazy.
would be sick. Yeah, dude, that is so much
Yeah.
fun. Honestly, I feel like part of that comes from being a fucking Trackmania maniac.
I was thinking that the whole time. I was like, "This is just like Trackmania."
You're like,
Like,
"I fucking beat my PRs, baby."
Yeah, I never really liked racing games before. For some reason, Trackmania just, like, unlocked it in me where it's like, "Oh, you have to learn the track and then try to perfect every minute part of the run." And I was like, "Oh, that's what racing is." Yeah.
And some slight autism, but
Yeah, and a little
for the
it's a
most part, it's
spectrum.
racing.
It's a spectrum, you know? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But, no, that was fun, and then,
that's
there was
cool.
bowling. I suck ass at bowling, though. That I will say that. That was the next activity. I suck ass at bowling. I'm not good.
It's
A
tough.
lot of gutter balls.
You
A lot
need
of
the
gutter balls.
rails. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't put them up, but I should have. So, that was embarrassing after winning that, but, no, fun time, and then we went to Fogo de Chao. You ever heard of that?
I've not.
It's a Brazilian steakhouse, and the thing
Damn.
is, it's like $60, for, like, the main reason people go. It's like hoo-ha. It's like the main thing is the buffet. You're not
Mm,
ordering from the menu, you're going to the buffet.
sure.
But for this one, it is they bring around entrees, so they'll have like it looks like kebabs, but it's just like a way to transport things. Where it's got like filet mignon on one, it's got like chicken thighs, and it's got like
Mm.
bacon, whatever. It's just like all the meat and entrees are on these things, and they come around to your table, and you have this little button, and it says yes please or no thank you. And so if it's on yes please, they'll just keep coming and be like, hey, do you want this? No, okay, cool, next person. Or do you want
Huh.
this? Yes, and they give you like a portion of it. Um, you got to strategize because they give you the cheaper stuff first, and you can kind of tell, and then there's like a pause, and then they just start bringing out a shit ton of like really really good stuff, and
Uh,
it was delicious.
and it was only $60 for that?
Yeah, it was
No,
like 60. Yeah, $60 for that whole thing. It's an all you can eat situation.
dude, oh my
Yeah.
god, that's so cool. What an experience.
It was fun, it was tasty. There is some dogs in that group that could just house food. It was incredible, and then at the end, we're kinda, like, winding down. One of them goes up to the, because there was a buffet with, salad bar kinda situations and stuff, and he just got a plate full of, like, cold salmon and just ate that after eating, like, 6 plates of I'm like, "What are you doing?" There were some dogs on that team.
Yo, he was putting that shit down. He was getting his $60 worth.
It was wild.
Wow.
Yeah, but I've never been there before, and apparently it's a chain with a few locations in the South, I think.
Mm,
Yeah.
interesting.
But yeah, that was good, and then the next day, we did a float trip on the Chattahoochee, so I went
Dude,
down yonder on the Chattahoochee. That was a fun time. Um, yeah,
what was
yeah,
that like?
the float trip?
Yeah, yeah.
It was fun. It was fun.
Like, what was the experience like, though? Like, were you like, did they, like, bus you up the river? Or was it, like, super secluded, or was it, like, pretty
Oh,
local?
um no, it was like within their Parks and Rec, situation, so it wasn't like a secluded kinda thing. It was public. There's a lot of other groups on the river with us because it was also Memorial or Labor Day weekend, so there was a bunch of people there, but, like, it wasn't overbearing or anything.
Interesting.
There were just
That's
other groups.
cool.
Yeah.
Did you have pictures?
Yeah, we have like a whole album.
Cool,
I can
cool.
send some.
Yeah, you should. I'd like to see that.
But yeah, and then one of the guys, like this was my first time meeting almost all of them. Like I just knew my brother-in-law, and one of the first things one of these guys does, like one of the ones that was organizing it, is he puts on The West Wing on TV. Like you know how some guys will put on like YouTube and just like play random
Yeah,
videos in the
yeah.
background. His background thing, and everyone was just like, "Yeah, this is normal." Was The West Wing, which is like a political, like kind of comedy drama TV
What?
show from the 90s. Yeah. I was like, "All right, I kinda like it." Yeah. I
That's
was like, "Oh,
fun.
we just got the West Wing in the background."
It seems like it was a good group of people, like, super
Yeah.
chill. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
super chill
good
group, good to get along
environment.
with. Yeah, they took me as one of their own.
Good, under the wing,
Yeah, under the wing, under the West Wing. But,
giving y'all little baby kisses.
yeah, no, it was kinda clutch I had my car because there was multiple situations, like, everyone else for the most part, like, flew in,
Mm,
and so we had 2 cars there, and one of them was one of the cars was the bachelor. And so we're like,
mm,
oh, well, he's not going to be driving and doing things. So it was pretty clutch to have a car. I'm really glad I drove. Just like
yeah, I
getting
bet.
groceries and shit, and just like little things that instead of having to Uber it all the time, we could just like, oh, I'm just gonna go get it.
That's smart.
But but
How long did you say your drive was?
I want to say it was 8 hours. It was like just under 8.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, wasn't bad.
Like, it's pushing
Um,
it, but it's
it's
doable.
it's pushing it. Like I had planned to get up and leave by like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
That did not happen. That did not happen
What
because
time
the
did you
last night
leave?
was probably the hardest I went. Um, And looking back, that was poor planning, but also it was a lot of fun. Who cares?
It was worth it.
Um, it was
It was
worth
the
it.
experience.
Yeah, it was totally worth it. But yeah, I took frequent breaks on the way back just because I was tired. I was just like, man, I gotta like close my eyes for a second.
Dogs
So I
gotta
got
eat.
yeah, dogs gotta eat, dogs gotta hunt. And then I ended up getting back home at like I got back home I think around like 6:30 or 7, so nothing crazy, but my power was out, when I got home.
Yeah,
Like, I got a text from Ameren about, I don't know, a little over halfway through. Like, I was like 2 hours outside of St. Louis. And it's like, "Oh, there's a power outage in your area." It's like, "Okay." Usually they're up, back pretty quick. And then,
it was
they
not.
they sent another one. They're like, "We apologize for the, error in the estimate of time." I was like, "We are currently assessing the situation." I was like, "Shit." So, got home. Luckily, it was like, 80 degrees, 76 degrees, so nothing crazy. But, yeah, the power was out, so I felt like I was camping my own home. And I'm like, "Well, shit, now I gotta think about my phone battery and first world problems and just
Oh my
laying on the
god.
floor." And I know I had this weird thing. I don't know if you have this too, where if the power's out, I feel weird about showering because I feel like if the power comes back on, I'll get electrocuted.
What?
Doesn't make any amount of sense,
No,
but
no, no, that's cap.
yeah, it's kinda like how when I use the garbage disposal, I can't look at it in fear that something will fly out and hit me in the eye.
Bro, what?
But that's just smart, okay? That's a real possibility.
That's like Uno reverse type shit, like, you're playing the player.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 it's like a Final Destination thing. And there was multiple times on that drive where I was like, "I'm not getting behind this truck because
Yeah,
I will die."
'cause you were smart.
'Cause, I got that spidey sense tingling.
That's right.
Yahweh spoke to me in the
Yahweh.
house of is that what do Jewish people call God? Is it just God?
No idea.
Yeah. I couldn't read any of the books because 'cause they were all in Hebrew. Although there was one book that a guy found, and it was talking about the rules of, men and women interacting when a
Oh,
woman is menstruating,
oh no.
and it was like, you can't hand them, long objects, like, you can't hand a woman a long object if she's menstruating, you can't be both on a surface that's moving at the same time, or that's poorly worded, but you can't be on, like, a swing together,
Mm.
unless there is a clear object between you, and other cool things like that. So I think I might convert because some of it was pretty sick.
So you
Yeah.
can't just be a horn dog is what it sounds like.
Hey, God knows. God knows if you're trying to horn it up
That's
when she's
crazy.
menstruating. So that was really cool. That part of it.
Yeah, that one's in the
Uh,
photos, that's for sure.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
took a
yeah.
photo of that, I can tell. You're
And
you're
on
gonna come
the
home with that.
yeah, the sign when you walk into the house said "Shalom, y'all." It's like very cool.
That's good. That's
So
a fun ass trip, dude, that's sick.
yeah, yeah, it was fun. It was one of those things where like I don't know, you know me, people probably know me. I don't have the largest social battery, so I was like, my goal was to just stay very present as much as possible, and I
It's
will
good,
say I did that pretty decently. I did that pretty decently.
good.
Uh, So yeah, no, it was fun. I'm glad to be back home. My cat has been super needed today, but yeah, no,
She's
it
been
was a good
ready,
time.
man.
Dude, she's been like just laying on my desk and staring at me while I work today, which is not
Don't
normal
play me.
behavior. She'll do that around dinner time, but it was like in the morning. She's just like sitting right here, just like staring daggers at my face. I'm like, bro, stop it.
She's mad, dude. She's like, "Why the fuck you leave me so long?"
Yeah, she's not happy about that. But yeah, I'll stop yapping. That was the big trip. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, uh, I introduced 4 or 5 people to Twisted Tea. They had not had
What?
Twisted Tea before.
What?
That was my reaction, and then as I was going down the line, I was like, "Am I the weird one? No,
No,
I'm not the weird one."
no.
So many people had not had Twisted Teas before.
That's fucking crazy
Eh
and also slightly psychotic.
yeah, and they all loved it, and Twisted Tea sells a, like a wine bag situation
Mhm.
where you slap the bag. They sell it this is brilliant. They sell one of those, but for their push pop flavor. So it's like the Twisted Tea push it was the the perfect pick, the perfect choice, captain's pick for the, float trip. I was like, "We're getting that bag."
I was about to say the last 2 and a it's been like the last 2 or 3 years, John has brought that bag on the float trip, and
Yeah.
he's just open. It's just an open bag, and he's
Yeah.
drinking on that shit in the sun for like 8 fucking hours. It is
That's
the
wild.
nastiest shit ever. It's hot as hell. They just go through it the whole trip. It's crazy.
Was it a wine bag or a Twisted Tea bag?
It's a Twisted Tea wine bag.
Oh, man. Oh, wow.
Bad.
Didn't he, like, put it in the cooler or anything?
Nope, just fucking raw
That's
dogging it.
that's wild behavior.
It's psychotic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's funny.
and then we had, like, I don't know, 40 Uncrustables in the fridge. It was, like, the most dude grocery trips ever because 'cause we're, like, getting a ton of booze, get a
You
couple
know what
bags
you
of
want.
chips, and a bunch of Uncrustables.
Yeah, you're locked in. Like, you deserve
Yeah.
this time, you know?
Yeah, I was locked and loaded,
That's
so,
good. That's good.
yeah, I think that was, oh, and last thing, I lost slash my wallet got lost. But it was like the one on the back of the phone,
Okay.
like that one. So it wasn't my main wallet, but, yeah, that got lost
Can't
somewhere
doesn't
on
it
the
tell
float trip.
you oh,
No.
it tells you where it last left.
Your wallet?
Yeah, it should tell you when it
Are you
disconnects from your
serious?
iPhone. Yeah.
What's it under?
I thought I swore that it did that. Under
You
find
might
my
be
devices, wallet.
it's under devices?
Yeah.
What? I don't see it.
It doesn't
Oh,
show.
you have to add a MagSafe accessory?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I never did that. I think I know exactly where it is. But by the time I realized it was not feasible to get. So yeah, now I gotta replace my driver's license, and
Mm.
I already got a new card coming through. But it was just like it was in the dry bag, and it was there was like 3 towels in there, and I think people were like ripping towels out, and I think it got caught in there
Mm.
because somehow my ibuprofen also got opened, and it's like a medical safe bottle, and like the only way that can get open is if like some gorilla was going through there. So I think just it got lost in the mix. I've already stoically moved on, but
Sure. Sure.
yeah, it was a casualty of war.
Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. Like, that's the one thing that you do not wanna fucking lose.
Yeah, but
Mm.
luckily I did have the foresight to like bring my other wallet with me and just like leave it in somewhere safe. And so I had cards. I was fine, but I was just like, I'm not going any amount over the speed limit. I'm not
Yeah.
getting.
Yeah.
I'm not doing shit because like I will not get pulled over because this
That would
would
be
be a
mad
problem.
unfortunate.
Because like my tinting is not within. It's not good. I have a radar detector, so they're not cutting me any slack. Like it's it's just I have to be a good boy.
Yep.
That was a good point. So,
Well, you were like that, and you got your
yeah.
ass home, baby.
Yeah, and I look like a cop, so with the stash going down, so I
That's
had that
good.
going for me.
It's looking sick, I will say. It's full, it's
Thank
so fucking hot.
I I think so. I appreciate that. I
Big
think
old
it's,
bushy ass
I think it's a good addition. It's a good addition to the face.
agreed.
But, yeah, that I will stop yapping. It's been the Crawford Yap Fest for 20 minutes, so
No, you're good, man.
hit me with, what you been doing? What you been doing?
Things have been kinda fucking crazy, dude. Like,
Yeah.
these last couple weeks have been just packed full of stuff,
Wedding stuff?
and, no well, I mean, like, deciding that, but, like, we've just been busy. We've been doing a lot of
Mm,
things. A lot of things have been going on, family-related stuff, but
yeah.
2 it would have been, yeah, 2 weeks at this point. While I guess you've been home for a week.
What do you mean I've been home for a
No,
week?
no, you got home this weekend.
Yeah, I just got home
You were
last night.
gone for a week.
I was gone from Thursday evening to yesterday.
Wait. Okay. My track of time is all fucked up.
Yeah.
When we talked about it, I texted you. I was like, "This shit is crazy. We'll talk about it at golf."
Yeah, that was a week and
That's
a half ago.
okay. Yeah, that's when it happened. So
Yeah.
when I transitioned over to this role, I told you I was under two sales reps. One that's
Yeah.
kind of like a fucking piece of shit, and then one is like kind of tight.
Uh-huh.
Well, Sasha, the piece of shit, got fired
Yeah.
like Wednesday morning. Did I tell you this?
You'd mentioned it during golf,
Okay.
but it wasn't,
Okay.
like, in depth.
Okay. Yeah, it got crazy. And so life has just been wild. And one day, one of the guys at work is like, let's go grab lunch. And so we grabbed lunch. He was telling me all the shit that this guy did. Did I tell you what he got arrested
Mm,
for?
you got arrested for?
So he
No.
was in prison for 4 years. In between, he was been at yeah, goddamn. He's been at this company for like 11 years.
Yeah.
And there was a 4-year stint where he was in prison because he fucking killed someone selling K2.
What?
Yeah. It's like a synthetic weed type drug, and he was selling it at gas stations, and it ended up killing someone,
Holy shit.
and
That
so he
was
got,
while
like
he was employed there? Or
yes,
just happened recently?
while he was employed there. No, he had been there for, like, 4 or 5 more years since that had happened,
Oh my god.
and so, yeah, and he got the job back, like, they just, like, let him back, which is kinda
Holy
fucked.
shit.
Yeah, so that was cool,
Wait,
but
so that's not why he got fired though, right?
no, he was just a piece of shit, and they were tired of it.
He killed somebody else with K2.
Yeah, I mean, they just fucking glazed over that. I mean, they just,
God
I guess,
damn.
came to peace with it, but yeah, that was kinda
Damn.
crazy.
It's not very safe of them.
Yeah,
Hmm.
well, on some I'm just gonna, like, freight train through that shit. I'm really
Yeah.
excited to show you this putter
Okay.
because,
Ooh.
we finally cut it down,
Ooh. Oh, you put the golf pad on there. Oh, snap. Hello. Okay, that
and
looks
it is the pistol grip
oh, is it the
one.
reverse taper one?
It is,
Oh, shit.
and it
Okay.
is so nice. It's a 36-inch putter.
Okay, yeah, that's a
So
good length.
I took yeah, from 43 down to 36, and I this was my first time ever cutting a steel shaft,
Yeah.
and so I was like, "I can't fuck this up." Like, this is
Sure you
my
can.
putter at this point. I can't fuck it up, but, like, if I can, I'll just put another extension in it.
Yeah.
So I cut it at, like, 38 inches to give myself a little bit of wiggle room, and
Yeah.
I cut that bitch at the worst angle. I mean, it was like it was like a fucking triangle, dude. It was terrible. It was not cut straight at all. I was like, "Okay, thank God I gave myself a couple extra inches," and so I was able
Yeah.
to cut it straight the next
Yeah.
time.
That's a pro move. He's seeing the court.
Yeah,
He's seeing the court right there.
I can't fuck up too bad, but dude, I
Yeah.
played at Gustin yesterday and
Oh,
was
yeah, I
a
saw that.
fucking monster with it,
Oh,
dude.
like that. We like that.
I was sinking shit. It's like it's the perfect length and the perfect weight, and
Yeah.
it's just a beautiful putter. I mean, it feels like fucking butter.
Yeah.
Like, that putter
That's
feels beautiful off the face.
I can't use any other putter besides the white hot insert because of that, like, softer feel, like, it's just it's the perfect insert, it's the perfect face.
Yeah, it took me a minute to, like, get used to the speed. Like, I played let's see, this was, yeah, Monday. So I had cut it down Sunday night, and I'd played with it extended out on Saturday, and I put like shit,
Oh,
absolute dog shit. I just felt like the extra length added a lot of weight,
yeah,
and it made for, like, a weird wrist instability for me, even
yeah,
though I was able to grip it better, it felt more natural to grip it, and so when I cut it down, I felt like all that went away, and it felt like my old putter just with more weight, and I
yeah,
was just sinking shit like crazy. I mean, it was
nice.
mm,
Yeah,
mm,
I could tell from the 'cause, we haven't we haven't recorded since we had that scramble
yeah.
at Warrenton, like, you were sinking things on that too, and that was, like, with the extension on it.
See, I honestly, I don't maybe I just don't remember it, but I don't feel like I was putting that well. I felt like my pacing was really off, or maybe
I
I don't
mean,
remember right.
I don't think we really made any crazy long ones, but like the
Yeah.
6 to 8 footers, it was like they were just going in. Like you made a couple that were just like, yeah, that was the perfect line. Like it was never not going in the hole. But
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
agree. Like having gone down to a shorter size on my current one too, like it, I could get used to it with the longer length, but like ultimately, this is much better.
Definitely,
The
definitely.
shorter one. Yeah.
It just feels way more natural. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like the other way just shouldn't have felt like that.
Right. Yeah.
But it's
But
sick. So
no,
thank
it's
you
cool.
again.
Yeah, glad you like it. Glad you like because it was just chilling in my place. I'm like, well, somebody's got to use it.
Yeah, very
So
happy with it.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, speaking of that Warrington golf, we went in with what was our goal? We were trying to hit even or better.
I thought we said, like, yeah, even or 1 over or
It
something
was
like
even
that.
or better. Or I think I said two, and then you said like even, and I was like, yeah, let's go for even. What did we end up shooting? I'm pulling it up here now.
Weren't
It
we
was
7 under?
yeah, I think it was 7 under. I just want to verify that real
We
quick.
fucked that course up.
Yeah, yeah, we shot a 63. Yeah, 7 under.
We fucked that course up.
Yeah, that was insanity.
The best we've ever shot was 1 over, right?
You and I think at that one, yeah, because
From a scramble, I guess, yeah.
from a scramble, yeah, because we've shot 2 under at Lake of the Woods, was it one
Yes.
time?
Mhm.
And that was our as a duo our best one, but like 7 under was ridiculous for that.
Insane. I
Yeah,
mean, honestly, like, everyone was truly committing, I wouldn't say, like, obviously, not every time, but consistently to where we were executing very well.
yeah, and like it's been so long since that round, but I remember my driver was dialed like.
We're striping it.
And, like, that was even with, I was thinking back, like, what could we have possibly improved? And I think one of them was that short par 4 that we ended up parring that's
Mhm.
super scoreable, and there was one other one, but, um, yeah, and then there was that long par 4 that plays like a par 5, that we both just absolutely striped the long irons on
Yeah.
it out of nowhere. But no, that was a really fun round. That was a good one.
Those feel
Yeah.
like it's incredible how we've played this course so many times at this point, like, we know it by heart almost. Like, I feel like every hole we're rolling up, like, "Oh, I normally hit an 8 iron here, or I
Yeah.
normally do this." Like, we kinda just figured that course out, and coming back to it with the right people, like, we just know where they should put it, and when everyone just kinda thinking the same, someone's
Yeah.
gonna make a good shot. There's 4 people, so we
Yeah.
just we
We
played
popped off.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we played
yeah.
super well. That was very satisfying. And then the day before, I played in the Knights of Columbus tournament that
Mm.
won at Oak Hills, and like I was playing, like I was not to brag, I was carrying that team a little bit. Like
Yeah, you
it was
were.
the 10th hole is the one we started on, and it's like a drivable par 4. And I was like, a little bit nervous. I'm like, "Oh, okay, we're playing, whatever." Ended up putting it within like 4 feet from the driver off the tee box. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
they think I'm way better than I am right now. Uh,
You're just dialed.
yeah, that one was nutty. Like the driver was dialed all day, could not hit an approach shot to save my life, but like putting, chipping really well. And then we played Warrington the next day. So like that felt like one of those times where I was like, okay, I have to recognize this is like a peak of my golf right now, and
Mhm.
like it may get worse, it may get better, but like it's good right now. So
It
who
feels
cares?
great, yeah.
It feels great right now. But yeah, I had to go back to the range before we recorded because I was like, I haven't swung a golf club in like 6 days, and I feel like I might have forgotten how to do it. And it came back. It came back pretty good. So
That's good. I
yeah,
wish I could say the same for my golf swing this weekend. Like, I feel like my something was off and, like, everything just kind of felt wrong. I felt like I
yeah,
couldn't come back to a point even though I've been playing, like, most weekends at this point, I felt like I wasn't getting, like, my normal type swing. I wasn't feeling the same throughout the whole round, and I started, like, picking it up towards the last couple holes. Like, I was putting like crazy, but my
yeah,
drives were shit, my approaches were shit, my chips were fucking awful for, like, the first 8 holes at Guston, and then I finally started to figure it out, but, like,
yeah,
I just felt like I reset almost, and I haven't felt that in a while, and it, like, really pisses me off that, like, I
yeah,
haven't been putting more effort into my golf swing, and it kinda makes it makes me wanna
yeah,
work harder at it because I know that that feeling fucking sucks because I
yeah.
can't do shit.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree, and I've said it before. It's like you're playing well, you feel like you're never going to lose it, and you're
Yeah.
playing poorly, and you feel like you're never going to get it back again,
Yeah.
which is super upsetting because of like how much time we spend thinking and talking about golf related things, and then just to go out and just like forget how to play it. It's like fuck me, this is stupid.
Yeah. How? Like,
Yeah,
how is this fucking
how is that
possible?
possible?
I play,
Yeah,
like, most weekends out of the summer, and then I just don't play for a week, and I'm like, I don't know
right.
what yeah.
Yeah.
What sport am I fucking playing, dude?
Yeah, like those are the notes I keep on my phone. Half of them are just like things to try to get back into the feel. It's just like things I need to be like feeling about or like
Mhm.
feeling in the swing. But yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work. It's like, well, fuck me. Guess I'll go kill myself. I don't know.
I mean, I might as fucking well.
Oh. But did you see? Yeah, I wasn't able to watch it live over the weekend. But did you see any of the the tour?
Championship?
Yeah, did you watch any of it?
I did. I watched some Thursday and a lot of it Friday.
Oh yeah, you texted me about that. That's right.
Yeah, and then I just, like, didn't watch it at all this weekend. I was just busy, and so I
Yeah.
couldn't find time to, but Scotty, like, for the most part was I mean, he was just ahead the whole the whole tournament.
Right, because the way they do it, they based on your points throughout the season, they assign you a score to start with for this tournament. So his was like 12 under, I think, because he was in
Mm,
first place in the points, and I think the next ones were like 10 under. It's kind of weird. Like I don't know if I love
yeah,
that format,
I don't know if I do either.
um, but yeah, no, it's cool. I was watching like highlights later in the evening, and I'm like, I'm that guy where I'm like watching golf highlights on my phone. Like, I feel like an idiot,
No, but they're
but
sick, dude,
but it
like,
was yeah, it was cool.
it was
It was
good.
cool.
That's
Yeah,
a cool course.
did you see any of the, Creator Classic that they did on the day before?
I did, I actually watched the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, really?
It was really cool. I really like to watch that, and I can't believe Luke Kwan won,
Yeah, I
honestly.
wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't either, but it was a I kinda had a couple people that I was rooting for. I was rooting for Garrett. Who else? I was rooting
FB.
for yeah, rooting for FP, and then Roger Steele. I've never seen any of his content, never watched any of his videos, but, like, just watching him be out there, like, he's good. He's someone who I might start watching some of his content.
Yeah, I'd not heard of him before either, and they were talking about one of his drives that went, like, 380 or something
Yeah,
stupid.
like, on carry.
Yeah, and I was like, "Alright, well." That yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Did you watch any of it?
No, I watched some highlights after it. It was one of those things, like, I realized it was happening after it was done already, and I was like, "Oh,
Mhm.
shit, oops." But, yeah, it was a cool thing. They only played, like, 8 holes, didn't they? Something
Yeah,
weird?
they played 8, and then the last
In the
was like a
playoff.
playoff. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
nice.
kinda weird. That course looked tough.
Yeah, yeah, because they had just renovated it, I think. They
Mhm.
kept talking about it, and I was like, "I
Yeah,
didn't realize
they
that was
did.
happening," but yep. Any other golf things?
I don't. I do have, poop related things. Do
Okay.
we want to do we want to watch this video first, or do you wanna go into poop?
I think we watched the video and end on the poop.
Okay, okay, okay.
I think we climax with the poop.
Climax for the poop? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. While you're putting this up, one last golf related thing. I just drove to the range earlier. I mentioned
Mhm.
that, and they put up a sign because there's a bowling alley right next to it, which is much more convenient parking if you're
Mhm.
hitting the grass tees. If you're hitting the mat tees, it doesn't really matter. But there's a sign. It said like trespassing, like unauthorized parking, you'll be towed. And I was like, what the hell is this about? And then
Mm.
I go to and I parked there anyways. And then I go to the dispenser and it's like, do not park in the bowling alley parking lot. They will tell you. And I'm like, who the hell? Nobody goes to a bowling alley. Like you have 1,000 parking spaces. There is no way all of these are being used right now. And so that was just yeah, it was one of those little inconveniences that just killed my vibe a little bit.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck
well,
that shit.
fuck that. Ain't nobody going to a bowling alley. Get over
I
there.
know about that trash ass shit.
Okay. Anyways, all right.
Okay, this'll reset, I feel like
Okay.
our vibe, okay?
I'm there.
Diaz showed us the crackhead chucking competition.
Oh my God.
This
I'm
dude
fucking
threw
dying.
crackhead 20 feet and he goes, I want to thank God for blessing me with the talent. He's so big.
What?
Hey, this is Leo, our first winner of the first annual Crackhead Chucking Competition. You got anything to say, Leo?
Hey man, I just want to say thank God for blessing me with the talent.
If I was Dana White.
How far could you chuck a crackhead?
I probably couldn't even get them over my head, to be honest. But that's damn impressive.
I feel like, yeah, I don't know if I could get them over my head. Let's be real, but the fact that like this video exists, it's like,
that's
truly
that's a
bring me
gem.
ease.
That is a gem of a video. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really have much to say about it, but I'm glad it exists.
Same. I just wanted you to see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, have you seen this one?
Have you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Did you send this?
Yeah. This is the one I said.
This is the one you sent. Okay. Here we go.
Yo, Bronx Latina? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So much.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah.
I love how no one's saying anything.
Oh, that's
Yo,
such a
Bronx
tough,
Latina.
that's a tough noise. So if you're listening, if you want some context on that, this is a Call of Duty lobby, and the dude just forgot to mute his mic while he's dropping logs. That was a lot.
That was,
I don't know if I've ever pooped that much.
yeah, that was kind of insane.
Like there was a lot of solids in that.
I honestly like the fact that no one said anything is way funnier. Like they just let him fucking shit openly in the mic. Do you think that was like actually real?
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately, my bullshit detectors are going off.
Yeah,
I want it to be real,
me too. Let's be
but
real.
I don't think it is.
Oh, we gotta watch these other ones.
Yeah. Surely you've seen like the clips and stuff on the new Black Ops.
They're sick.
Yeah, I assume you're so much more tuned in than I am. This popped up and I'm like, this is. It was already so hard to be casual in those games and like work a 9 to 5, and all the comments were like they should have employment checking, like employment only lobbies to get on this game, because like this movement is insane what you can do with it.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've seen a lot more like pro content than I have anything like, well, not pro content, but like content creator content versus my like more casual lobby type stuff. So I feel like I'm not seeing a lot of like crazy clips. I'm just more seeing them like frag the hell out. But some of the trick shots I've already started to see people hit is kind of insane.
Yeah, and there was one that I saw after I sent these to the chat where it's like this dude's sprinting by, a guy is shooting him in the back, gets like 6 shots off on him, and then the guy just like dives, twists, and turns around and kills him within like half a second. And it's like, if that's what I'm running into, I will not be buying this game.
Yeah, I
That
would
would
be
piss me
chucking my
off.
fucking controller.
People just like diving and just 360 or 180ing real quick. Fuck that.
All right, I love this video. We gotta watch this.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one. I got one. I got him. Oh, you want to kiss each other? Huh? You want to kiss each other? This is what you want to do. You want to kiss each other? Huh? You like kissing each other? You like doing that? You like each other?
So correct me if I'm wrong. That's another mechanic where you can like hold people hostage.
Yep.
Like if you get them from behind and like choose to execute them, or you can just like start doing things with them, and then the proximity chat turns on, so you can talk shit to that person while
It's
you're
so good.
disrespecting them.
That's
wild.
It's so foul, and it's such a good idea, bro.
Yeah, I might get the game just for that.
Honestly, like I wasn't thinking about really getting it, but just like every year,
You're gonna get it.
"No, I'm
You're
gonna
going
get
to
it."
get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think
kinda-
prox chat is so underutilized in games.
honestly, and I feel like just seeing this kind of content makes me need that. Makes me like horny for it, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I
So,
need
like,
to
what it-
sit in the lobby with the boys, and I need Coach G to fucking come out,
Coach G.
ruin someone's fucking night.
I will say we did not and have not played MW3 nearly as much as I feel my money for that game warrants. Like we just haven't been on it.
Yeah, it was kind of
then-
cool.
Yeah, you know, it well, first of all, it was a DLC. It wasn't even a new game. It was just a
Right.
DLC. So
Right.
there's that.
Agreed.
And then it kept on having us play old maps, and or like ones from the last game, and I'm like, what did I just buy this for? If I'm playing the same maps and the same engine and the same guns and this, so you know that was cool.
Yeah. See, I always loved the Black Ops series. Like this has
Yeah.
been by far my favorite franchise, and so the fact that they're coming out with one, it seems like it's obviously its own game, but definitely some like aspects from Cold War, which me and you love the fuck out of that
Yeah,
game.
Cold War is fun. I will say, I've always really liked the sniping in the Black Ops games. So
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. That might get me. That might get me.
Let's be real. I'm gonna fucking buy it. I'm
You
kind
can
of
buy it.
disappointed that I didn't try the beta, but I was like, I'm gonna watch content, see if I'm actually gonna like this game, make sure it's worth it before I buy it. Versus like every year, I'm just buying it so I can get the beta and I can play as
Yeah.
fast as possible.
Is it over already? Beta
I
period?
I think so. I think it ended today, if I'm not mistaken.
Because that was just over the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
There'll be an open beta too at some point. I don't know when that is. Actually, I'll look that up.
Yeah. Speaking of getting into things, I have been somehow falling into getting into house music.
Oh,
You ever listen to that?
I do not.
It's like there's like a subgenre called rally house music, and I don't know what it is. I don't really like upbeat like, but some of them when I'm just zoning and working, just really get it. I don't know. There's something about it. So it's like falling into a trance.
Okay, this is your chance. Send me your favorite song you've heard so far,
Okay.
and then if I like it, I'll start listening to it.
Send Evan gay video. Okay. Send Evan. Cool. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just it's cool because it's a complete opposite of what I'm doing at my job is like the most boring thing. And then it's just like like, all right, let's go. Let's go. I'm hyped. Yeah.
Interesting. I see.
Yeah.
I feel like that kind of fits right where I need it right now because I've started to realize that there are a lot of times where I can listen to music and like still get everything done and no one gives a fuck. Like people are
Yeah.
so much more lenient in this position than I'm in. And I've been kind of so scared to do that because I'm just
Well,
worried
like
about it.
playing music?
No, like having headphones in
Oh.
while, doing shit at work.
Yeah.
And so I've been kind of wanting a good playlist that I can just sit back and vibe to. So
Give her a shot. I'll send it over.
Okay.
Oh, and then also be going to see Hamilton with Mr. Kenneth here next weekend. So that'll be fun. You ever seen Hamilton?
I have not.
Oh. You know what it's about?
No.
It's speaking of the presidents, it's like the founding of America, but like through the lens of Alexander Hamilton, who was like grew up super poor and then immigrated to the United States, and he was one of the founding fathers and played like a super influential role. But it's a retelling. It's like a musical. It's yeah, it got a lot of like what's the word I'm looking for? It had like a big moment culturally, like I think it was like before pandemic, maybe. It was a while ago. It was like I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe a little bit more.
Interesting. I bet
But
that'll be good. Where is it gonna be?
it'll be at the Fox. Actually, I saw it once in Chicago, years and years ago when it was like the thing, and then they started going on tour, I think recently again. But yeah, doing that next weekend.
That'll
Be
be
a fun
dope.
time. Yeah.
We're gonna go to. We have a. Well, let me back up. God, I feel like I'm not talking well today. My cousin is having an engagement party at his
Ooh.
cousin's house, and it's in St. Louis, and it is a fucking mansion, like
Ooh.
absolutely huge fucking mansion. And he like owns Shangri-La.
Oh.
He's like that kind of money, and he owns like a couple other businesses. And apparently it's like so big that all housing obviously is like on site. We're all gonna have like a part of the house that we're all
Oh,
staying in,
sick.
like a wing of the house essentially. And we're just gonna be fucking vibing out all weekend. And I'm so fucking excited.
When is that? You said next weekend?
This weekend, yeah.
Oh, this weekend. Okay, shit.
So I'm gonna get lit. I'm gonna lay my hair back a
Let
little
your freak
bit.
flag fly. Oh my god.
Freak flag vibe.
Yeah, dude.
It's gonna be a good time.
Sick. Yeah, that'll be fun.
I hope that he has a lot of weed.
I was gonna say probably will. There's no way he doesn't.
Yeah, he definitely has it on hand, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm excited. I think that's all I had though. Is there anything else
Yeah,
you?
I'm trying to think of anything else I had going on. Oh, football starts this week. Chiefs play the Ravens Thursday at 7:20 p.m. and I am really it's terrible because my first thought was like, how is this going to fuck my sleep schedule?
Mm.
So I'm not excited about that part, but I am very, very excited that football's back. College games started last weekend, which was fun. So yeah, it feels like the Earth is coming back alive a little bit,
Mm.
and the weather is a little bit cooler. It was like a high of 79 today, and so it was a
Yes.
nice, comfy outside on the range. Like I don't know, I like summer. Don't get me wrong, but I like cooler weather just a little bit more. I like fall weather. I'm a
I'm a
fall
fall
girly.
bitch. Yeah.
I'm a fall basic bitch, and the best part is people don't golf as much, so the tee times are way more
Wide
open
open,
and
dude.
cheaper. I'm excited about that part.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
me too, dude. Honestly, I will say I was kind of missing your expertise when I was
Oh,
drafting while you were gone
oh shit.
because I didn't ask you to do it, so you didn't forget anything.
Well,
I thought about asking you because I got made fun of like fucking crazy, dude.
like, yeah.
I got fucking roasted immediately from my picks and have not heard it down yet.
What's your team look like? So I will say I'm not the best at it, but I know kind of who to avoid, I think is the way to put it. And also you just reminded me my brother's league that I'm a part of, the draft was Sunday. I wasn't going to be able to participate, but I just forgot about it. And so
Yeah.
I just had a computer pick for me. And I have no idea who my team is.
Yeah.
But yeah, who you got?
Honestly, I probably should have fucking done that.
Is it Russell Wilson?
No, let me see
Okay.
if I can find my deleted photos because I deleted it because I was sad.
Yeah, that's the best way to get past it is to just pretend it doesn't exist.
Yeah, so
That's
I
super
was
funny.
ninth. I was ninth in order, and
Okay.
I got scared. They immediately took like all the best fucking people. So first pick, running back, Brees Hall.
That's a good pick.
Second pick, quarterback, Patrick Mahomes.
Why is that a bad pick?
Because they said I picked quarterback too early. Then third round, George Kittle.
Okay.
Fourth round, DJ Moore. Fifth round, defense,
DJ,
San
hang on, is
Francisco.
DJ Moore on the Chicago Bears?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that could be a hit or miss, but
Yeah.
what was the next one?
They're fucked. And then fifth one is San Francisco defense. Next one is kicker, Justin Tucker. Then next one is Jaden Reed, Chris Goodwin, Jonathan Brooks, and Dalton Schultz.
I mean, I'm not sure about the last half as much, but like that's a pretty solid squad. I mean, some leagues really prioritize running backs as like point scorers, so like maybe that's why you're getting dogged on. But like
I think that's
Patrick Mahomes is
exactly
going to give you points every. I think you're getting a lot of hate for no reason, honestly.
I think I'm going to get some points. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think I'm going to be dead last, but I definitely think
That's the important thing.
yeah, facts. They definitely, I can tell they prioritize running back and wide receiver because like everyone for the first like 5 picks was a running back and receiver.
Yeah, you could have a sneaky team there because I mean DJ Moore, so he's got Caleb Williams throwing to him, who's like a rookie #1 pick. He's like crazy talented, but he's a rookie, so it's like DJ Moore might get a shitload of yards or just nothing at all. But I don't see much wrong there. And you got Brees Hall, which he's on the Jets.
Like
I don't know, man. I think you got a solid like
wide receivers and receivers.
Yeah, I think your receivers are kind of the question mark, but 49ers defense I thought was good.
They are like I feel like I got good players, but yet everyone was fucking shitting on me. And I was like, this doesn't make sense. I have like the best quarterback. I have a really good defense, a great kicker. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I fucking sniped some people and they're like, this guy's fucking autistic.
Yeah, the 49ers were like the eighth best ranked defense across the board. I think it'll be fine. The important thing is just not getting last, and the best way to avoid that is to just set a reminder to adjust your lineup so you don't have any benched players or any injured players on your starting roster. That will win you a few games and keep you at a last place,
Definitely.
in my
Yeah.
experience.
It did last year for sure, and I also
Yeah.
lost games because of that.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us. But no, I think you're just getting a lot of hate for no reason.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll come
I
back.
don't understand why I'm getting hate. Were you ever into the Keemstar the H3H3 drama back in like 2016?
I
Like that
wasn't.
era of YouTube?
All my friends were, and I never got into it for some reason.
Yeah, I was strangely
Mhm.
into it, like the H3 stuff when they used to do like clowning videos and just like those kinds of videos. And then as soon as they did the podcast, I was like, okay, I'm off this train. But
What was the reason they got like all the hate?
Keemstar?
Yeah.
Well, 'cause he did a drama alert, I think it was. YouTube drama alert. I don't know if he still does it, but it was just like the most clickbaity, just like obvious rage bait kind of stuff. And just everyone clowned on him. But
Facts.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand why I'm getting hated. Okay, that's all I got. I'm done again.
Same. Well, we appreciate you listening, and Christian, I'm glad you're back.
Yep.
It's good.
Yep. Same.
Talk to you again, buddy.
Yep.
Catch you next week, y'all.
Toodaloo.